In the previous video, we already reviewed of those comics. Isn't gonna be a little bit pretty nice for around here, but it's absolutely almost for 15 minutes at about here in just 14 minutes and 45 seconds. But welcome back to Comic Studio, and we're going to be reviewing for the PP Tetris Comic Studios for the most hottest things that I never told here before. Things have not gonna be changed as well. There are no the hottest as well. So this is gonna be for the part number 2. Or not just like here, for just like anything as well. So let's get back into for some sort of for the hottest things as well. So I'm not sure this isn't going to be for around here for some sort of new things. And I cannot believe that we're going to be starting with the newest as well. And next page could be for around here. So this is the page 2 for around here, and it's absolutely going to be for one time as well. So even though let's just going to be review for other kinds of like this, except for that, even for the cringe things as well. Even for one thing is to do this as some sort of Tetris like these, or some sort of comments, but I'm not going to be doing this like anything as well. Instead of those like for this thing as well. So if we're gonna be seeing for some sort of a real video, and I guess this is absolutely the audio as well. So starting with the embarrassed things as well that features Rului and Maguro. So let's start right over here. And what is this? We just try to drive and gonna drive the day away at her performance. So that he says, "Good job. You're the only one that came." All right. That Rulu was absolutely says that even loud, and some sort of cringe that what happened is not going to be for leaving for like this as well. No comments and the description for around here. Nothing shown into the round of this music. But I'm afraid it was gonna be a 4 out of 10, and I'm probably a little bit good job as well. That was a little bit illegal like this, to set around of those lyrics of unknown thing, or just try to do this. Because something is absolutely that the TikTok says he just got slayed, and I'm not going to be for around here. She's always said, we slay, we say, gonna slay the day away. Yep. And that was going to be for one thing as well. And I shouldn't be able to be try to think that isn't going to be for a good idea. And sounds like a 5 out of 10 is right. Next one is, oh my gosh. That says, and probably the title says, be sure to ride at the cyclone of the hurricane like this, even though this is actually says around for too many times around here, but this is not, hopefully that isn't going to be for around here. And to the description, riding the cyclone and the real Noel Grubber and Trish Goofwin as well. The characters like these could be round Trishizu, Satan, Sagan, Ringo. Even though it's not the main character, featuring Starry Nights, Gummy, and Chaotic Chaos, aka Teach's wife, for like this as well. But we're probably going to be copying this image, and we're very sure this isn't going to be for ridiculously, even more ridiculous as well. As you can see in this last video, but I guess it was already too late for some sort of an unknown reasons. So let's take a closer and what does she saying for around here. So I'm not pretty, possibly that is addicted as well. And in default, apparently I'm not for, oh no. This is not going to be quite real essay. And it must be for 8 out of 10 with this ridiculously wild ride over here. And the next up could be for round Now I'm in Existence as well. The description says, Cloud Sprite for myself, Final Fantasy VI Comic Studio, or Final Fantasy VII Comic Studio. Link Sprites from the Toulouse Comic Studio, and the Bifang was downloadable images found online. Wait, did I just get a Triforce Heroes link colors with characters on top of each other? By the way, don't recommend it. Look up into the FF or the Final Fantasy VII on Google or Fandom if you don't want spoilers. Also, check it out on the Final Fantasy VII Comic Studio. Even it's not going to be checking this out for ridiculously as well. And the characters could be containing Sig, Squares, the Mischief, Otomo, S, Cloud, Strifey, Sephiroth, Ringo, Lemurs, Janelle, Tay, Witch, Cereali, Archin, and Chico. Yep, this is going to be for a long story for about this. And this is going to be a little bit big. Is it going to be pretty big as well? And I guess it's... Oh wait, it was totally big. What? Was that the color? Paste this. And it was absolutely big as well. So let's start it all the way that he was saying. Hello fellow users, I have taken extreme measures to find the studio. Now I'm here using SIG as my personnel until I develop the OCs, which might be never. By the way, some characters may not know exist since I only the mainly multiplayer game for the Nintendo Switch. So, where did you go and have your many more spoilers for you? Tell me nothing about ones. I didn't know the plot. Please, I begging you, just be careful when talking to me here, okay? Now anyway, some things about me. But actually, first I look at the comic details or the comic dates and actual comics to see how populated this studio is pretty decent. For the most recent comics is dated a day ago, so... Now things about to meet, or like here, things about me. Now we know my name is Cloud with headphones, right? But do we know about this Cloud shower? And that is perfectly fine. You don't have to about the girl or about to give a brief explanations. Oh, using my own studio crossover. This is our likely boy Cloud selfie. He's a member of the Avengers. Oh my gosh. That was so long. And I'm completely going to be for around here. Am I going to be zooming out? That was completely for a long story as well. Even it's absolutely too long, it's not going to be for around as well. As I might going to be checking this out later. And another one, let's get things a little bit fast. If I was a magical girl that the title said, as of the description, I'll be wearing in the yellow, that pinky purple on the book. That says I'd wear something like this, but with different bottoms. Oh, there. That was a little bit for around as well. That the last time, which is already checked out, it was going to be 7 out of 10, and now it's also 7 out of 10 on this thing as well. It doesn't play Tetris, it doesn't play Puyo like this as well. No description, and what if T and Ringo wear, and I'm probably, this is the Tetris, and the Puyo was actually here for this thing as well. And that was going to be for around 7 out of 10 of this thing as well. Another one is I'm purple, or this thing as well. And her name is Feli. As of the description says, National Feli Day, anyone? But birthday to our favorite goth girl could be this. I'm very sure that wasn't gonna be real. It's just a character in the game. And that must be for 5 out of 10. And another one is the agent like this. Would you rather that I have $1 or 2? The description is, does this go hard? And his name is Risukuma. And the title says, an important question from Risukuma or Risukuma. Yep, that was an agent. And the final one is probably that she says, I mean, this is absolutely one thing. Concludes Mrs. Accord, Rafina, Lideli, and Klug. She says, Mrs. Accord, I'm a lesbian. Oh, really? Oh, what is this? Lesbian is one thing, this is a wild sexual thing. So, she's a lesbian too. Is there anyone in this class who loves men, but I'm not very sure isn't going to be for such as real? And what is absolutely going to be doing this as well? But this is pretty unfortunately that lesbians probably is not going to be. This is absolutely for some sort of an unreliable reference, for some sort of an unreliable things like this, or some kind of, even for some kind of treating love like those things, or some kind of, or feeds like anybody as well. So nothing about for this thing as well, the coming up next as well. And I'm very sure that wouldn't be able to be for one thing as well. Nothing is shared around here as well, but we cannot able to go to the hottest as well. But the newest things aren't going to be for around here. But as you can see, the last video that is absolutely that anybody knows about here, starting with this is going to be the last upload for this thing as well, as we can know it around here. So nothing is absolutely going to be for around here. No hottest comics could be found and whatever it is. It was posted or shared in November 28th. That sounds like even 2 days ago when I was recording. So thankfully, that will be the end of this video for run time. And that will be it for something as well. If you check it out of this comic studio, for check it out of anything about to browse comics, the link is going to be in the description, and expect ad pop-ups as well. But the recommendation is that you might able to be using as for legal thing as well. The secret is ad blocker, and you're not going to be regretted, and instead of YouTube violations like here for something as well. So thanks for watching, for all your support, and it's also linked in the description to browse some comics for anything you want as well. I'll be see you mini lads all later, including Comic Studio users, as I'll be signing off as well.